Hello and welcome to This Week in Bitcoin, brought to you by Relai Private. There's a lot that happened this week. Let's not waste any time and get stuck in right away. News number one is that the USA had their elections. There was the US presidential election, Senate and Congress, governors. They had a few elections actually on that evening. But most importantly for the Bitcoin ecosystem, the US presidential election had the outcome that Donald Trump won in what some of the media call a landslide victory. Against all odds in polling and all of the data available, he became US president again. And this had a significant impact to Bitcoin because we reached a new all-time high. And at the time of recording, we're hovering around the 75 US dollar mark, 74,850 something to be exact. And it's an incredible performance we've seen during election night. At one point, Bitcoin pumped over 5% within an hour, reaching the previous all-time high, now surpassing it. And from the looks of it, the Trump pump is a real phenomenon. Whether Trump's election actually will have an impact on Bitcoin, there is this Bitcoin reserve asset strategy bill out there by Senator Loomis. And Trump has been very vocal, speaking at Bitcoin events and being very open to actually allowing people to use and not being taxed on Bitcoin. And also he has spoken out about a pardon for Ross Ulbricht, a very popular figure in the Bitcoin ecosystem. We'll need to wait for January 25 until he's officially the US president and to see whether his promises will actually held up. But so far, it's been a good few days for Bitcoin, reaching the new all-time high. And who knows, we might be going higher from here on out. Then the second news came out of Germany with the Deutsche Telekom, an ISP provider that is actually also one of the biggest companies in Germany. Earlier this year, they announced that they're running a Bitcoin node where they try different Lightning projects and different implementations. Now they're actually going a step further and will use green energy with excess energy to mine Bitcoin internally. They're partnering with a financial institution and they're actually also having a third party that is overlooking the whole infrastructure. But it's an interesting approach, especially in Germany, where there's a lot of interest in utilizing excess energy and green energy. And what's the best solution to do this? Bingo, to mine Bitcoin. And the telecom has really evolved to being a Bitcoin hub in that sense. From the Lightning implementations to the tests to now mining. Who knows? Maybe the next thing would be to put Bitcoin on the balance sheet. If anyone from the Deutsche Telekom is watching, we also have with Relay Business an offering. So if you want to put Bitcoin on that balance sheet, give us a ring and we can help you out. And the last news is with MicroStrategy, yet another announcement, but this time it is a big one. Michael Saylor announced that they're going to do a capital plan increase of $42 billion. And they're going to split those $42 billion into a $21 billion ATM offering with fixed income securities, where you can essentially get a stock for that money you're requesting, or the money you're setting in rather. And with that security, you can basically trade that within each other as it is a fixed income security in that whole hub of where you actually acquire those shares. With that 21 billion, he's going to buy Bitcoin, and boy, oh boy, is it going to be a big plan. 21 billion US dollars to buy Bitcoin is worth to $40 million each day for the next 3 years if he's buying Bitcoin continuously. That is a huge number. That is a real statement by Saylor, which turns out to be the ultimate giga chat. And for sure, as we've looked at the past performance of MicroStrategy, this has worked immensely well as well for shareholders. There hasn't been a date set in the future as when they are going to buy Bitcoin, but from the looks of it, and now knowing Saylor what he did the last 4 years, I don't think we have to wait long for that announcement. And that's it. We're at the end of this week in Bitcoin. You know the drill. If you got questions, feedback, or just want to say hello, leave a comment below. And if you know a friend who's maybe interested in this video, send it to them. Tell them to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so they never miss another video. I look forward to seeing you next week again, same place, same time.